I wanted to show. I have applied the Nalini Precision Engine. I am on the chart. It has automatically layer 1 pivot R1, R2, S1 and S2. The first box of first hour, it is so wide. Now you can see volatility has been compressed, and this box is trading within the area of pivot and the support. This box you can see over here. So for this box to complete, since I am on the 5 minutes time frame, the 4, 3, 7 candles have completed. So we need another 5 minutes candle to complete this box. You can see the compression, volatility compression of this box. Then only some sort of clarity will come in the trade. Now, this box is, you notice here, this box is consolidating in between the first layer of pivot and the first layer of support. Till now, the market has not breached the first hour support or first hour resistance. That means the market has not made a low, noticeable low, and at present this is the high and this is the low. So, and this is the compression box. You need to notice how beautifully you can see the compression box. In that you are getting a buy signal. Pivot is becoming yellow, but I am not going to trade above this because the layer 1 pivot, see, let me move this. The blue color line is the layer 1 pivot. It is consolidating beneath the layer 1 pivot. It has not breached the S1. So that's why I am waiting for the signal, proper signal on the, probably after the consolidation compression, some sort of signal either to the upside or to the downside. I am going to get the trade. Then only I am going to take the trade. This has been a recording saved to show you the live market. I'll record again. If I count the 5 minutes candle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then only 2 candles are remaining for the another hour to complete. See the box is, you can see this is the S1, S2. S2 is below the S1, this box, this hourly box. See we need to wait. The low was made 22,566.65. Now it is running 22,594. Now how many candles are remaining is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 means another 10 minutes we need to wait for the proper thing. Sometimes what happens at present, this is the previous day layer 1 resistance R2 and this is the present day layer 1 S2. So S2 is above the layer 1 R2. We need to see whether it is going to hold this level. Sometimes what happens, this is an intraday correction. If you see that the market had run up so much and it is consolidating. Probably the range, if you measure the range from the top, if I pick up this tool and it is 240, 227 points range. Sometimes what happens is the volatility, you can see the size of the candles. By seeing the size of the candles, you can make out that the market is hesitant to go down. Now, you can see the aggressiveness in the first hour. It made a low and pushed up, and the hesitation on these candles. And also you can see the range of candles have reduced. reduced. Sometimes what happens, this is the first hour low. Sometimes the price breaches the first hour low and starts trading the liquidity. These are the liquidity, they will try to capture it. So that's what we want to see. And the compression has started. And if the compression leads to the fall, negativeness, or if the price starts to moving above this pivot, layer 1 pivot, consolidates and takes off, then by that time we can get a trend in the market. At present, this is the range. That's why I don't enter into the trade, because this is the first volatility box. You will be chopped out if you when some people they do scalping for put option buy and call option buy. In doing so, they forget what is the trend and they try to go wrong in their trade. So always friends, you need to wait for the confirmation of the proper trend. The market is not showing any proper trend. If I take you to the trend, actually in the beginning, first hour itself, it showed the trend. Now it is consolidating. It popped up from my screener, Nalini Precision Engine screener, and now it is trading. So I'll continue the recording later after some time, after finishing of the any any reversal or any trend is resumed, we can identify. We will wait for that. Third hour it has started. The first 5-minute candle has been formed, and you can see this candle, the second hour candle, breached the low of the first hour, and the first candle of the 5-minute is trading positive. See, the low was 566.65 and this one is 542. And see the close after breaching this, it closed near the 22,567.8. The low was 566.65. Now the second, see, for anything to balance, at least three, if this has to balance, at least 3 candles of 5 minutes has to form for the trend reversal. Still, layer 1 below the pivot. Price is layer 1 below the pivot. We need to see what will, sometimes what happens, it goes across third hour, and after the third hour only, the trend will pick up. You will get to know how the buy signals will emerge. You can see it showed pivot, green pivot, yellow pivot, and it breached the low. Now the pivot is turning black. That doesn't mean that it is going to turn around. You should not enter immediately. See the box, it first 5 minutes box is forming, and you can see the volatility compression over here. Now third hour is forming. You should not, let's see, market is going sideways. That's why you can see the Gan halo flipping between blue to magenta. Magenta, there it flipped to blue, and then again it has flipped magenta. Still there is no trend. Trend will resume. You need to wait for that. You should never hurry yourself. Even if you buy a little bit uh, higher price, they can go there. And same call option, I had kept 22,900 call option out of the money call option. I'm watching it. It came down to 71.8, and the layer 1 previous day 12 p.m. pivot level is around 70 rupees 15 paise. So these are the notable levels you can mark out and you can trade accordingly. Now it is, you don't hurry. For the first 2 candles itself, you are not going to hurry. But what you are seeing is the price has climbed above this pivot, previous pivot, previous hour pivot, and it is trading higher. So track this. Now 22,632, from 542 to 632, it has rallied 100 points, friends. Within 5 minutes candle, it has rallied. And this call option, it went up to 71. It is trading now at 87. That means 16 points it has come up. So track it. You will get a trend. The probability of probably in the afternoon session we may get a trend to the upside unless it starts breaching all these lows. Second hour 542, it should not breach and it should not go. Now we need to, this is the third hour. Third hour is very, very important. It runs from 11:22 to 12. So you need to be very, very careful in this. So probably yesterday it was a trend up. Layer 1 R2 is there. Unless it breaches the layer 2 R2, there is no threat for today's trend. Okay, friends, track this. Probably you wait. Actually, you will get a trade. You need to wait. This is how you need to systematically follow the price action and with the help of Nalini Precision Engine, so that your trade will be successful. For this, see how difficult it is to take trade in intraday. If you would have hurried yourself in the trade, you would have done mistake. You would have chopped out. Now, this is the uh, third hour. Now the market is showing, you can see the pivot is rising, it is giving some sort of buy signal. When I go to the call option, immediately you should not enter. See, it has not turned. This is the thing, it has to turn up. Gan Hilo has to turn up. That is another hack. Whereas in the underlying, it has turned up. So what happens, the call option tend to come down, again it will snap back. So that's why you need to be careful. It has to turn up. Then it needs one more candle. Now some sort of reversal has come, but it has to be confirmed. Still the pivot has not turned yellow, whereas pivot has turned yellow in the underlying and it has turned up, but we need confirmation. In this hour, 3 plus 2, 15 candles are over. This is the third 15 candle. So you need to wait patiently for your trade. Do not hurry yourself. If you wait patiently for the entry, proper entry, then the trade will materialize. So this is I've taken a lot of effort to record live to understand the price action. So I need to also track the market and take the trade. See how the patience picks up. The properly trend has picked up. You can notice the market has crossed the second hour high and it is trying to lay. This is the pivot. If it starts, this is call option. Out of the money call option from 70, it came up to 170 and 180, now running at. Now let me take you to the this one pivot. Layer 1 pivot has been crossed. Now layer 2 pivots will start forming around 12 p.m. Then it will decide the. Now you need to, as a precaution, you need to book your profits. And the layer 1 pivot is for the call option is 128. Notice that. So this is the final recording I am making. Live recording I try to make for step by step to guide you people through the trade. Layer 2 has been formed. Layer 2 levels, pivot, resistance, everything is below the layer 1 pivot. The first 15-minute candle is getting rejected, and we need to see what sort of price action we are going to get in this. That's why you need to be very careful, very, very careful, because it confirmed buy only. It has to cross this pivot as well as the layer 2 pivot, that is 12 p.m. pivots. If it starts showing weakness, it may go for downward move in the market. See how it consolidated, it moved third hour, it has moved higher. Suppose if it wants to continue, it has to cross this level pivot and close strongly. This is the second 15-minute candle. We need to see this seller candle has to be surpassed. That means 22,695 and previous day close was 22,713. Remember this. You have to remember all these levels, and the pre-market level is 22,780. If you remember everything, the trade will be very. Now the second 15-minute, it is the first 15-minute of the 12 p.m. layer 2 levels. We need to see what sort of candle follow through will come in the market, and we need to see. And the pivot is here, pivot is yellow, and pivot yellow, it is also forming in this our yellow. So hope we will have continuation of the trend towards the upside. So for that you need patience. You should not hurry yourself. If I go to this call option, let me put the call option over here, and this is trading, this is the pivot, layer 1 pivot, and it is the 12 p.m. pivot, layer 2 pivot. Now the price has to trade consistently above this resistance of the layer 2 for the continuation to cross this level. Thank you very much. Very good evening, friends. Already it is 12 past 1:50. I step by step I showed you how to take the trade. See, 12:15 pivots when the market started crossing, I made the video, and also the call option. Call option 22,900 call option. From 70, it ran up to 205. This is the beauty. If you start analyzing the market step by step, you will get confidence, and you need to wait patiently for the entry. That's how I waited patiently for the entry. The first box was very big, and the second box was compression box, and there I started seeing the pivot changing. Even though it was above this 15 minutes, the entry, we got entry around this area, 22,647. Now this is the last hour. You can see, not last but 1 hour, you can see the compression. 3 15 minutes candles have been formed. This was a very huge volatile box, so it has to compress. After the compression, if the price starts moving higher, then price can proceed higher to 22,940. We need to watch till 4 15 minutes candle, then we have to get the signal for buy. This is how you can take the trade with Nalini Precision Engine, with layer 1 and layer 2 levels, and also buy sell signals, everything. Not only that, you get the stocks also. You get the stocks. Morning itself trend had come in the watch list, and you can see trend how much it has moved. See, it has moved to 3,816, and it gave buy signal at 3,702. This is the layer 1 pivot. From there is no look back. Even the 12 p.m. layer 2 level, it is advancing to the upside. This is how you get the stocks. Let me go to the uh, Nifty for a now. Third 15-minute candle, it is showing, but these are the two levels, and we need to wait for a proper whether to last our trade. Otherwise, whatever you achieved, you can book profits or you can wait for it. This is how I take the trade. I wait for the trade. Usually in the first hour, first four 15-minute candles, volatility will be more, and this is the box. You can see the complete pivot box from R1, R2, S1, S2 on the pivot. It was so wide. It has to, in the second hour, compression came, and third hour, it was the sweep of the second hour price and closing inside, it gave the buy signal. All these things I have recorded for you people to understand how the Nalini Precision Engine gives you proper trade, proper entry, and it teaches you discipline. Discipline and conviction. You will not be disturbed. With minimal stop loss, you can enter into the trade. That is what needed for option buying. So this is as name itself suggests, this indicator, my indicator, Nalini Precision Engine is precise. Thank you very much, friends. Nalinakshi Swami signing off. I hope you enjoyed the live trading, live recording session. It has been done intentionally for you people to show how this Nalini Precision Engine helps you out in your trade, intraday trade. So intraday trade becomes very helpful, easy if you follow the rules. Thank you very much, Nalnakshi Swami, signing.